Okay, Trump International, Las Vegas. You may not consider this to be a cool hotel, and initially I didn't either, but hear me out. This gold building is one of the most striking in all of Vegas, and more striking than the gold facade on the outside is the inside lobby. It's probably the most palatial and opulent in all of Vegas. Better than the lobby is the pool. It's on the 3rd level. It's an oasis. It's absolutely outstanding. And better than the pool is the location. Right across the street from Fashion Show Mall, walking distance to Palazzo, Venetian, Wynn, Encore, and Resort World. This is Coolist Luxury Hotels, Trump International, Las Vegas. This is a 1-bedroom, 900 square foot corner suite. There's a lot to see, so I'm gonna make an extended video where I go over everything. But for now, like I said, I'm just gonna hit the high points. Full-blown kitchen, okay? Full-size refrigerator, freezer, microwave, oven, dishwasher, all stainless steel, all top of the line. Elevated counter, which doubles as a bar, 2 really comfortable bar seats right there. Formal dining table, 2 chairs right there. And then you have a huge L couch that's anchored in the corner of the living room. Moving on into the master bedroom. This is where the corner suite really makes its presence known. Here you have floor-to-ceiling windows, which offer views into downtown. Again, we're on the 58th floor. There are 64 floors, I believe, in this building. We're on 58. But this is really where the business happens. This is the best part of the room, at least upon initial impression. And this is the master bathroom. And it is a master bathroom for sure. Huge elevated soaking tub. It's multi-tiered. You put your stuff up here. More views into downtown Vegas. The acoustics in here are marvelous, and that has a lot to do with the materials that are used. There's marble everywhere. Just marble, 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 marble. It really just seems classy and upscale in here. So that is it for my initial room rundown. Again, I'm making these room rundowns shorter and shorter in these experience videos because I do standalone videos where I go over everything. But what I'm interested in right now is inserting myself back into the Vegas action. Got to keep this momentum of this epic trip going. I'm thinking DJT, that's the on-site restaurant. Got to check that out. The pool actually looks really nice and really peaceful. I want to check that out. And this place is right next to Fashion Show Mall. There's so much to do. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get going. The only question is, where am I going to start? Boom, good morning, first full day at Trump. Got a brand new white t-shirt on, feeling crispy, feeling refreshed. I'm about to head down to the pool as planned. Before I do that, let me talk about dinner last night at DJT. DJT is everything you'd probably expect from the Trump brand, and then a couple things that you would not expect that were surprisingly awesome. What would you expect? You'd expect it to be classy, ornate, borderline ostentatious, right? With marble everywhere, gold trimming everywhere, crystal chandeliers, dramatic ceilings, just a really lavish place to get a bite or a drink. What you may not expect was how approachable it was. It had a cool feeling to it. There were TVs in there. The staff was friendly. It didn't have that air of pretentiousness or condescension that you might expect from a place like that. So that was great. I felt very relaxed, even in a very high-end environment. A couple other things you may not expect. One was the creative cocktail list. Typically at a real classical, traditional establishment like this, you're gonna see your Manhattans and you're gonna see your martinis and maybe your sidecars or a whiskey sour, but I had a Sid Vicious, right? I had a Sid Vicious with a flaming absinthe cube. That was really trick. And then I had a smoked old fashioned. So if you're looking for some novel drinks or a creative cocktail list, you may not think of DJT, but you certainly should because it has them. The most surprising thing, and I could not believe this, was how affordable the meal was. Yeah, I'm talking value. Premium food, real affordable, borderline cheap prices. I had a 10-ounce burger that was out of this world, 15 bucks. Jumbo shrimp cocktail, $17. You've paid double this pretty much anywhere else on the strip for that caliber of food. So that is going to conclude my evening update for day one. It's time to get to day two. All right, third and final day here at Trump. This place is growing on me. I'll talk about that more later in the video. Let's talk about the pool yesterday. I loved it. It was very similar to Vdara's, and you know I've raved about the Vdara pool. Similar type of atmosphere, ambiance, and crowd. Again, this is a non-casino hotel, so you're gonna get a discerning crowd, you're gonna get a selective crowd. So if you are looking for some tranquility in your pool scene, you definitely want to check out the Trump pool. Also, the pool is on the 3rd level, and it's elevated and kind of barricaded with palm trees, and you just have this real nestled, private type of experience. So I found it to be really relaxing and really cool. I think this is one of the most beautiful towers in Vegas. It's gold, it's elongated, it's tall, it stands out, and at the pool you have just this beautiful building that is beaming golden sunlight and reflecting golden sunlight down to the pool. So it was just a really, really neat experience. Lastly, but most importantly, the drinks by the pool were phenomenal. I was gonna say exceptional, but they were phenomenal, exceptional, amazing. I had 5, but I only documented 4 because I forgot to document the 5th one. That happens after 4 drinks. Okay, but I had the orange creamsicle, which is by far the best drink of the day. Maybe the best pool drink I've had all trip. If you like creamsicles, the creamsicle popsicles, and you're looking for an adult version, I implore you to get this. If I would not have had to work my way around the menu, which I do for you, I would have ordered that and that solely all day. So it was quite the decadent afternoon filled with sun and fun. Speaking of decadence, I still have to get to today. My one main goal, as I talked about, is to get over to Sugar Factory. This is the flagship Sugar Factory. They're in cosmopolitan cities. I think they're in Miami. I think there's one in Dubai. There's one in New York. But the flagship one is here in Vegas, and it's within walking distance. I mean, easy walking distance of Trump. Because I already did the pool and because I already did DJT, that leaves my 3rd night free. That's one of the beautiful things about staying at this hotel is that it's literally right across the street from Fashion Show Mall. That's where I'm headed today. I'm gonna have a great time, and I'll see you tomorrow for my final analysis. All right, the fact that I have this in my hand and that I'm giving you an update so soon is not a good sign. I totally underestimated the excitement, hoopla, fervor, and just overall popularity that surrounds Sugar Factory, especially the flagship one in Vegas, especially at Fashion Show Mall on the weekend, which was a chaotic zoo. Word to the wise, if you want to get into the Sugar Factory on a weekend, make your reservation way ahead of time. They're booked out for days, and right now there's no bar seating, so I'm pretty much out of luck. However, there is a slight silver lining. There is a slight chance that I can get in tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. They're totally booked out tomorrow. There are no reservations, but they said if I get there tomorrow at 9 a.m., there's a chance that I could walk in. I'm still gonna have to dine alone, awkwardly at a table. It's gonna be 9 o'clock in the morning, which is not the time I wanted to eat at Sugar Factory, but but I really want to go see this place. So I'm gonna postpone my update until the morning. Hopefully I get in. Until then, I'm gonna enjoy my decaf iced skinny vanilla latte from Coffee Bean. It's pretty good. I typically don't do iced, but how do you do a hot coffee in Vegas in the summer? It's really tough. So I'm gonna marinate on this. I'm gonna get to my evening. I'll check it in the morning, and hopefully it's sugar time. All right, good morning. I'm in a great mood today. Great mood because I made it to Sugar Factory. It was not without a ton of diligence and a ton of effort. I had to wake up at probably 7:30 in the morning, get myself ready, and I was in line by 8:30 in the morning. I thought that was gonna be overkill, but then again, as I said, they booked out days for reservations. And if you wanna try to sneak in, number one, good luck, because like I said, they're booked out for days. And number two, you better be accustomed and open to eating breakfast, because that's probably the only time you're ever gonna sneak in. I did overhear them say that wait lists were an hour or two, but who has an hour or two to wait? By the time I'm waiting an hour or two, I'm already eating somewhere else. So if you do wanna try to sneak in, you're gonna have to sneak in probably during breakfast. I thought that 8:30 in the morning, getting there a half hour early was gonna be overkill. It wasn't. It was right out of money. At 8:30 in the morning, I was the first person in line. At 8:45, I would have been like the 20th. So get there early if you want a chance to sneak in. I love the place. It was one of the best places I ate at during this entire trip. And that's saying a lot, because look at the places I've eaten at during this trip. It was a little bit of everything. It was cool, classy, glitzy, glam, approachable, casual, just kind of all that wrapped into one. I mean, it's pure indulgence. I mean, look at the name, Sugar Factory. So pure gluttony, pure insulin, pure diabetes. But you know that while you're walking in, because hey, it's on the sign walking in. It's Sugar Factory. The menu was ultra creative and ultra cool, and then the drinks are ultra creative and ultra cool. If I could find an ultra creative menu and an ultra creative drinks, and then they're both at the same place, sign me up. I mean, I think that's why I love X-Pot so much at the Venetian. So clearly, I'm gonna be infatuated with the goblet drinks, the huge dry ice drinks. They had 20 of them, maybe more. And I couldn't decide. I was like a kid on Christmas. I literally looked at that menu for like 10 or 15 minutes. I could not decide which ones I wanted to get. I ended up getting the Fuzzy Peach Penguin Mango. We need to work on that name a little bit, and then I'll tell you who named the drink and who designed it, and then that'll make a bit more sense. But the Fuzzy Peach Penguin Mango, AKA the Tongue Twister, and that was designed by Pitbull. Get it? Tongue Twister? It was decent. I probably wouldn't order it again. And then I saw a watermelon pina colada. I saw a watermelon pina colada, and I thought this was going to be my everything, and it wasn't watermelon or pina colada. It tastes more like cotton candy or like gummy bears. So that was out. This is an expensive endeavor, by the way. Each one of these drinks are $40. So I think the drinks are almost twice as much as any normal food item. I had the glazed donut burger, my first glazed donut burger ever. And let me tell you something, it will not be my last. Wow, wow, wow. I can't wait to go back and order another one. It was that good. So this place is right up my alley. I'm probably gonna end up going back and doing a full video, maybe ordering like 5 or 10 of the goblet drinks and dropping some cash on some food. It's definitely an experience. So if you're looking for something that's out of this world, out of this realm, just that isn't normal, something that's very creative and very alternative, get the Sugar Factory. It's definitely going to enlighten a lot of your senses. So that was it. That was my punctuation point for the trip. I pretty much did everything I wanted to do. I ate at DJT the first night, and I actually ended up eating there last night as well because I could not get into Sugar Factory. I just had the meatballs and like a Michelob Ultra. Neither was nearly as good as my first night where I dined, so it's not even worth mentioning any more than that. But I ate at DJT, then I had a crazy day at the pool, And then I did Sugar Factory. So 1, 2, and 3 checked off pretty much each day. What can I say about Trump? This place is interesting. It overwhelmed, it outperformed, it exceeded expectations. It did more than what I thought it was going to do. When I walked in, I was really taken aback. I mean, by the grandiose, opulent lobby. I mean, the gold building is absolutely striking and stunning. But then I got to the room, I'm like, it's a little outdated. It is a little outdated. I couldn't even fathom how cheap and good the food was. So if you're looking for good drinks, cheap food, check out DJT. Whether you're staying here on site or staying somewhere nearby, it's definitely worth a trip over. The pool was phenomenal, out of this world. It had that oasis environment. I felt really secluded, really private, really serene. That afternoon was just a fantastic time, and the sun position, all day sun. You get out there at 9 a.m., noon, or even 4 p.m. and get sun at any time. So that was really, really beneficial. And then the proximity, and Trump is known for being a little isolated. It's not directly on the strip. It's pretty much all the way on the north end. It doesn't have a location like the city center would or like Caesar's Palace would, but after being here for 3 days and walking a ton, I thought the location was excellent. Right across the street from Fashion Show Mall, you could go over to the mall every day and find something different to do. So that alone is like having a separate campus. So just because you're at Trump and there isn't a casino and there's only one restaurant, Fashion Show Mall is literally footsteps away, and that can kind of be your entertainment.